Sometimes the very act of tidying up can just seem overwhelming. It's this monumental task, and ultimately it's pointless.
Especially if you have tiny humans in your house that love Legos. It can feel like once you start cleaning, you're never really done.
Well, we turn to the author of the bestseller, How to Keep House While Drowning, to learn how to rethink the way you clean. And that's our featured story at the top of the list. Wash the dishes, fold the laundry, make the bed, vacuum, dust. I'm tired just talking about it.
I think it's important to remind people that it's a pretty human experience to struggle with those tasks.
Licensed therapist Casey Davis started posting TikTok videos of her cleaning during the pandemic.
I was posting videos of me cleaning my house and talking about ways to sort of navigate that when you feel overwhelmed. And since I'm a therapist by trade, I sort of just mentioned, if you have mental health issues, if you're really stressed or burnt out.
So many people related that her online audience has grown to over 1.5 million. And last year, she released a book, How to Keep House While Drowning. Now she's sharing her advice. Starting with the 5 things method.
So I've always been overwhelmed by big mess. And so in my early 20s, I started telling myself, okay, even though it looks like there's hundreds of items in this room, there's really only 5 items in this room.
She puts things into these 5 categories: trash, laundry, dishes, things that have a place, and things that don't.
And I found that if I stay in that room and I just go down category by category, then I can move faster, I'm less overwhelmed, and more efficient.
She says you want to give your brain multiple little finish lines, so as you complete them, you feel more motivated.
And then it also prevents decision paralysis. I know it sounds silly, but if you just look at a sea of items and you go and pick up one item, your brain has to take in the visual stimuli of what that item is, decide what it is, and then go, okay, where does it go?
Once your room is clean, you'll want to organize for your life.
I don't feel like I have to use techniques that other people use if they're just truly not working for me.
So ask yourself, what is functional for you? KC did this by reorganizing her fridge.
First change, condiments, they're going in this bottom drawer here. If I want a condiment, I will go looking for that specific condiment. So they don't need to be front and center. What I need is when I open my fridge and go, I'm hungry, what do I have? Everything is visual. Nothing is stuffed behind anything else.
She says you don't always have to abide by the arbitrary rules we've put on things.
And it's amazing what you can come up with when you stop following the rules. I started doing a family closet because I have very young kids, and I realized, why am I going to everybody's different closet to put away clothes and to change people into clothes when I'm the one changing them?
And remember, you can't fail a system. So if Marie Kondoing isn't your thing, it's okay.
So if you do start on some idea, whether it's mine or Marie's or anyone's, and you find that you're just not keeping up with it, it's not because you are failing. It just means that isn't the right system for you.
And even though a lot of us love a good home organizing show, it should only be for motivation.
Like when we watch TV and see spaces, when we get Better Homes and Garden magazine, when we look at the home edit, it's supposed to be for inspiration, not an indictment.
We're redoing the way you clean your home at the top of the list.